What's new in Bizagi 11.1? Bizagi Sites. Nowadays, organizations are demanding streamlined and more elegant employee user interfaces to drive worker productivity. Bizagi Sites offers modern and consumer-style contextualized employee web experiences with zero code. To show all of its benefits, let's take a look at a car insurance company example. Anna Brown, the customer service representative for the car insurance company, records claims and looks for different relevant information about her clients. In the work portal, Anna analyzes information she receives according to the events that occur, the information collected, and the characteristics of the policy held by customers, and then decides between various options to help them. Bizagi Sites not only offers enough flexibility to handle her work, but also a very simple and agile way to build elegant and personalized sites for knowledge workers such as Anna. Let's highlight the main benefits of Bizagi Sites. They require no code to build and connect. There's an online editor with no installations required. It's quick and cost-effective to implement and maintain. It delivers data-driven, personalized, and contextualized web experiences. Let's have a look at how to build a new site for Anna, a customer service representative. First, let's go to the management portal, manage.bizagi.com, and click on your subscription. This new feature is only available in Bizagi Cloud. Second, click on Sites and go to Project Board. Third, create a new project, which is understood as a folder. Fourth, create a new site. Fifth, select a project and environment to connect the site to. Sixth, we can then select the stakeholders who will work with this site. It's possible to select the context associated with each stakeholder. Now we can start to build the new site based on a template. In addition, there's also a blank template available. Then, click on Start Building. Each site can have several pages. Let's add a new page. For example, Our Company. We can navigate between these pages by clicking at the bottom. Let's start to work on the home page. In a site, there's always a top navigation bar where we can define site navigation to give quick access to relevant information. For example, Vehicles, Products, and Our Company. This information can be linked to internal or external pages. Also, it's possible to have sub-content for each element. Each element of this navigation bar can be visible for the stakeholders selected. In Management Content, we can upload an image, the logo of our company. The Settings option enables us to configure the visual settings of this bar, for example, Show Logo. The second part of a page is the banner, where we normally have our hero image, a large banner image located below the navigation bar, uploaded using the Manage Content property. Other settings can be configured, such as height. On each page, we can include controls, buttons, and bundles as part of content. Controls are defined as images, searches, and texts. For example, let's include an image. Normally, each control has these options. Manage Content. To define the content associated with the control. This can be images or texts, depending on the type of control. Settings. To configure visual settings, such as the background color and border type of images. These options change according to the control. Link Editor. If the control supports a link, we can see the link editor to configure it. This can be a static link, an internal page, or a process. Visible To. To configure who can see the control. We'll see the list of stakeholders and their contexts. Finally, we have Duplicate and Delete. Text enables us to include texts in the site and searches to configure searches. As its name implies, we'll learn about searches in more detail later when we see bundles. Let's include a new text. Register New. Buttons work in a similar way to controls. We can also select the type of button. For example, this button will launch a new case for the Register Car Insurance Policy process. The text displayed is Policy. Finally, we have bundles to show a set of elements. For example, the claims created by Anna or her clients. We have different layouts to display the information of a bundle. Let's select one. We can have fixed or dynamic bundles. Dynamic bundles are connected to the dynamic information of the project. Manage Content is used to define fixed bundles, and Connect To is used to configure dynamic ones. If we're configuring a dynamic one, for example, My Clients, the first step is to select the corresponding stakeholder. Then select if the bundle will display a collection of elements, the result of a search, or the cases of a specific process assigned to a logged user. When a collection option is selected, the next step is to define the specific collection, for example, My Claims, and then to configure the information shown for each element. Let's select some of them. Also, the actions associated are shown, and we can define which ones will be displayed. Remember that actions are ad hoc options available for stakeholders. In the next step, we can define further navigation for each field. In this case, we have to select an entity in the page that opens when a user clicks on it. The entity will give the starting point to display information in the corresponding page. If the Details option is selected, this means we can have more detail about this element in the page when we click on this field. The starting point to navigate the information will be the element itself. When the Case option is selected, we have to select the corresponding process. This bundle will show the pending cases of this process for a logged user. After this step, we can map the information shown in each field. Finally, when the Search option is selected, we have to select the corresponding search configured for this stakeholder. For example, Policies. Again, we should select the information displayed. Let's see if we have an action associated with Policies Record Claim. In the next step, we will not configure further navigation. For search bundles, we should also include a search control to configure the search criterion. Let's include it. In this search control, we have an additional property called Actions. This property enables us to configure which bundle the search results will display in, the action, search, and the criterion field used to search. These are the main controls or elements we can include in a site. Let's see what other options we have when building a site. We have the Preview option to review our work so far. In Preview, we have two options. Select the corresponding stakeholder with their context and the device. Also, we have two themes available. These themes define the default colors of the controls and other buttons as actions displayed. Finally, once we have completed this site, we can publish in different environments, develop, test, and production. Give a name to our site and publish it. This is the final site we've built. Now we can offer a personalized site and friendly look and feel for Anna. To continue learning about Bizagi Sites, see our user guide. Let's continue learning about what's new in this version with our next video, Datasets.